My formation is completely on the European stage, and therefore I come with a baggage that is formed in cooperative politics, politics that seeks consensus, politics that seeks unity rather than division. This might make me come across as looking weak. In fact, I think that this is a great strength of a politician, to be able to work for unity instead of division, to be able to work for cooperation rather than, dismembering the very idea of getting us together as a country.
But as you alluded to, people do like a strong leader. So have you had to come out of your shell more, as it were, or try and come across as being more vociferous?
Well, certainly, people who knew me until just 1 year ago as a member of the European Parliament are now learning and getting to know me as a member of the national parliament and as a leader of the opposition. And in that respect, yes, I am coming out of my shell. But I repeat, I bring back the political formation that I had for 9 years in the European Parliament, and I don't want to give that up, because that is Simon, that is me. I am a person who has had that formation, but it's also a mark of my own personality, that I want to do things more in a more cooperative style.
And would you say that the PN has found its feet since its defeat last year, or are you still once again getting into your role and getting everyone together?
Look, no one is born to be leader of the opposition, no one is born to be prime minister, so you have to learn as you go along. I'm doing that with a good dose of humility, because I didn't start from zero, did I? I started from minus 36,000. So I'm very well aware that this is just works in progress at this point.
How did you feel in your heart of hearts when you were booed outside of Parliament?
Do you think I was happy that that happened? Of course I wasn't. But I think that at the end of the day, the Nationalist Party did not take the easy way out or the populist stand on this issue, but it took the right one.
Yeah. Which trait would you say that you respect the most in Dr. Muscat?
Oh, certainly his marketing skills.
Obviously every government wants to market its own achievements.
Well, he's a great salesman. Unfortunately, I would want him to be a great statesman, which he is not. And even when it comes to being a salesman, I think that he is selling a product based on deceptive advertising. And if he was selling something, he could probably be challenged by the Competition and Consumer Office for deceptive advertising. Why am I saying this? Because a number of things that he promised before the election are being done differently, and things that he never included in his electoral program are being introduced.
How would you describe your relationship with him, Dr. Muscat?
Well, let me say it is a decent relationship. I think we can do much, much better than what we do. But it is a decent relationship. This is a party that is in government, and it's using its media to hit out and repress the opposition. Of course, I will not take any kind of bullying of the sort. Am I satisfied with our media? No. I think we can do better too, and I hope that after this election we will move on to new projects, and clearly the reform of our own media will be one of them. I want my media not to compete with one. I want my media to compete and win the competition with PBS.
But how can you do that? It's always going to be tied, your media and one are always going to be tied to their respective political parties, so how can they realistically be neutral and not attack the opposite party?
By treating people with more, by attributing more intelligence to people, that people can come to their own judgment without spoon-feeding people. And I think there's a great deal of work that can be done in that respect. Clearly, I think you cannot compare Net Television and One in terms of the way they treat politics. I think that we do much better in this respect, but we have still a long way to go, and I want to walk down that road. People can look at my eyes and see that I mean what I say. I'm not quite sure that they can say the same thing when they look at the Prime Minister.
How difficult is it to stand up, every single day and have to give the same speeches without sounding like a broken record, as it were?
It's not a broken record. You can deliver the same speech using different words, but you also need to stress and repeat. Bear in mind that since I have a very limited media output, because of our constraints, because of our limitations, I need to do a lot of repetition. As they say in marketing, when you're fed up of repeating something, people are only beginning to pay attention.